Hi, people on the internet, YouTubers. Oh, let me turn off that old TV show. Okay, forgot to tell you guys recently, on the internet, that this is gonna probably scare anybody if they are just sitting in their chair and watching TV. Okay, I was sitting in my chair watching TV, and my hair was fixed like this, right? But all of a sudden, I felt someone's hand go like that real fast, and like this real fast. Like, ouch. Sorry, I got a knot. Like this real fast. Like that real fast in my hair. Sorry. I messed up the explanation, but yeah, I went that. Their hand went like this, with the fingers running through it. And I felt my hair go whoosh, like that. There was a couple hairs going on the other side, because I had troubles with it that day, but yeah, I felt my hand go like that, and the hair that was dangling on this side moved real fast, and I got chills going out my back, and I was like, hey, do not touch me! I don't like to be touched. I yelled that too. And, I don't like to be touched I don't like to be touched because of my PTSD. Someone has to ask for my permission to give me a hug or touch my arm. But when it comes to my family members, I ask if I can hug them. They said yes. I always ask. So, yeah, and I'm like, do not touch me. Do not touch me. You have to ask to touch me. That's what I said, and I felt someone's emotions. One of the threes goes the incubi, or the Native American, or Warren's emotions. I don't know whose emotions, but they got pissed off. I think it was Lorenzo. He got pissed off, so I'm like, and I was like, whoever's mad, I don't give a fuck, because that's how I am. I can't help it. That's what I said. So, I told whoever it was off, and I said, if it was you, Warren, that got angry, I'm sorry, but I can't help it. I can't help it, that's how I am. See, the reason why I'm like that, my YouTubers, the reason why my PTSD makes me like that, where I can't be touched, someone has to ask to touch me, like to hug or anything, or shake my hand, because, I was severely beaten when I was young. My old man, my first old man, well, my biodad, he beat me. He did a lot of things to me that I hate him for. He burnt me with cigarettes. He threw beer bottles at me and made me walk in the glass. He locked me in sorry, it's hard to talk about the locking in the room incident, but he locked me in a room. And my mom was at work, and Jerry was in some sort of activity. He locked me in a room without food or water, and all I had was a fish tank to drink from, and I had fish at the time, and I drank from the fish tank. And then he came in, because he heard something going on. He was drunk, and he would drink and drug at the same time. He was drunk and hyped up on whatever he was. He came in, took his belt off, pulled my pants down my bare ass, and started beating me with the belt. He would do this all the time when Mom and Jerry was gone. He would beat me, and he said, "You lying whore, you lying bitch." And I don't know why he was saying that, but he would say that. And back then I learned to deal with the whipping and the pain of the whipping. And he would beat me until I passed out. And then when I woke in my room, I would always wake in my room before Mom or Jerry got home. And then one time, when Mom was giving me a bath, she saw the markings and she said, Stray, what happened? She started crying and I said, I fell. And she says, those are not marks for when you fall on your back, Stray. It isn't. Looks like someone whipped you with something. And I just kept saying, I fell. And my mom was on a lot of depression meds, like tons of them. And to this day, she denies him beating me. She denies it. She denies my biodaddy beating me. And we took a trip to New Mexico, and Mom and my brother went to go get something to eat when we were at the beach there. I think there's a beach there. They went to go get something to snack on, and my old man, he said, "Get me a beer, you little whore!" And I just shook my head and walked, and he went to go shower in the men's whatever place and to rinse off the salt water, and I was just surfing along on my board, this little itty bitty board, and I came back and he was there. He said, "Where's my fucking beer, bitch?" And I said, I didn't hear you right. He said, "What did you say?" And I said, "I didn't hear you. I had an attitude because I was sick of the beatings." And then he slapped me really hard across the face. And there's families all over on each side of us, and they heard heard the sound of the smack. They looked at us, and I fell on my back. And he said, "You will get me my goddamn beer." And I said, "No." He said, "What'd you say?" And I said, "No." And there is people looking at us like, "Did he just hit a child?" I heard people say that. And he started yelling, "What the fuck are you people looking at?" He was that drunk. So Mom came back and saw me on the ground with a red mark on my face. And she ran to me and said, "Why do you have a handprint on your face?" And I said, "Oh, I hit myself." And people were coming up to her. They said, "No, that guy hit her." And yeah, I'll tell you guys more about my fucked up life later. Stray out.